What is going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome back again for another video. So last night was a tough one. What do we do from here, and what needs to be done? We'll talk about that right after this.
This is your home for all things Chicago Bulls. Join the conversation. You're listening to Chicago Bulls Nation.
All right, Bulls Nation, before we begin, I just want to give a shout out to Christine, who made this intro. The voiceover is phenomenal. She's just a talented young lady. Go check her. I'm going to put her YouTube channel out here. If you are into, if you have a podcast or wanted to do something, hit her up. Hit her up on Facebook and she'll do one for you. I mean, what she did here in this channel, I think she gave me 5 and they're all phenomenal. So again, thank you, Christine, for hooking me up. But let's get into the Bulls. Man, it's been a rough one. It's been a rough stretch, and the Bulls just picked a wrong timing to suck. They are just falling apart right in our very eyes. And thank God for those, good stretches in the beginning of the season. Otherwise, would be out of the playoff contention right now. And we still might be out. I mean, we are staring at a potential play-in tournament. Is this something that, I never thought this would happen. Like, I thought we were going to be at least, sitting comfortably in the 4th, 5th seed. But then again, I never visualized that the Cleveland's going to be this good, or Toronto. So I thought there's going to be a huge disparity in the playoffs between good teams and bad teams. So that of course contributed to that, injuries and all that stuff. But I hate the fact that, you remember the beginning of the season where we have those panelists on ESPN, we're mocking us that we might not even make it to the play-in. And they look right now, but in reality, they're not. Because I firmly believe that no one predicted the Cavs or Toronto to be this good. They were expecting the Knicks and the Hawks to be good, but not those two teams. I thought that there's going to be more disparity, again, like I said. And also, I never imagined that we're going to have this much injuries. If I put this all together, I think we'll have a better record than where we're at. But with that being said, it is what it is. We were numbers 1 seed not too long ago within their circumstances as well. So this is nothing new. There's no excuses for that. I can take the loss from Milwaukee, Phoenix, but to take an L against the Pelicans, Kings, that's a tough one. No. Tomorrow we're going to play the Cavs. And from the report, according to Casey Johnson, Caruso and DeMar is doubtful. Here's what I would suggest. Those two, lay down early tonight, take some Advil, strap him up, and play tomorrow. Because it's crucial. We don't want to lose. We don't want to get into the play-in tournament. We could get bounced in the play-in tournament. We could lose to the Atlanta Hawks. We could. If those guys have any heart left, they would strap it in and play tomorrow. Because Cleveland is a good team. They're a playoff team. If we lose against the Pelicans and the Kings, we're going to lose to Cleveland. We need everyone on deck right now. We're not in the luxury to say, all right, it's a game we can win. Somebody's going to sit out. And yeah, okay, maybe DeMar is injured. I don't know how injured he is, or is this more of a rest or whatever. I don't know. They might have just said he has some groin issue or whatever. But man, this is not the time to do that. We're in a disarray. Is it because players are coming back? We're not in sync? I don't know, but I feel like the Bulls are broken mentally right now. You know what's happening to Westbrook? Where he's a great player and just not, he just doesn't have it. He feels like breaking. That feels what the Bulls as a unit is having one right now. Now, I got to give it to Zach, because Zach tried last night. He was trying. He had 39 points, and you can see him. The determination was in his eyes. But this just gives you a whole new appreciation with those star players, like the Jordans, the LeBrons, because they can will their team by themselves to win a ball game. And as good as Zach is offensively, I don't think he's that yet. Or would he ever be that way? Like last night, it feels like we're a team that's being led by 2 players that are fringe all-stars. And that's exactly who they are, which is Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic. we're being led by two guys who are good on a bad team. Without DeMar DeRozan, and that was the outcome. We lost to a CJ McCollum-led team. CJ is, has done nothing but go into the playoffs. And it's disheartening. It's disheartening. We can't do anything about the roster now. There's nothing else you can sign. You can't trade for anyone. Trade deadline is passed. We are going to roll with what we have. Coaching is not going to change. As much as a lot of blame needs to go to the coaching staff as well. But it's the players, man. They need some heart. They need to have some pride to say, this is enough. We can't lose 0-16 to these teams. And most of all, we can't lose to these teams, especially if we're fighting for our playoff lives. You just can't. If that needs to be an internal fight, then go ahead, punch each other. I don't know. Do something. A fire needs to be lit under these guys' ass. That they need to realize that they're not that good. I feel like we're not good offensively or defensively that we can just turn it on and off. Something needs to be done. I thought the inclusion of Caruso would ignite a fire with this guy, because Caruso plays with heart and passion. But even with him, it just feels disconnected. I don't know. I'm glad we saw a little fire. Hopefully that carries over to the next game where Tristan Thompson got ejected. Ayo actually, got a flagrant foul because Alvarado was just staring him down. You can't do that. You need to have some fight on this team. You need to have some pride. We're too talented offensively. And not only that, we have some good defensive players. We have defensive schemes. I almost feel like we just need to put Patrick Williams back in the lineup. This is what we got him for, to get acclimated. And sitting him, giving him 17 minutes is not going to help the team right now. Or him personally. I think he needs to start with those guys who he's going to play with for the most part of the team. We need a power forward. And maybe, having him inserted there would alleviate some pressure off Vucevic. And Vucevic has been playing great lately, but it seems to be fading away in the second half. We need to utilize him more. Zach, yes, he had 39 points, but when the other team is on the run, we didn't get the timely buckets from him. We didn't. We need him to, put up the fire when the other team, and for the most part, honestly, DeRozan is the guy who has done that. But we would love to see it from Zach as well, because Zach right now is the future of this team. This is the guy who's asked for a max contract. And are we really going to give it to a guy who can't even stop a run? And it's funny because when I made that video towards, in its hypothetical video against Kevin Durant, most guys were just saying, no, are you crazy? I mean, are you guys crazy? You're not going to trade Zach for Durant, really? I mean, this is the guy that you want to give. If we, the Bulls are just going to get worse once we sign Zach to that max or super max contract, because our depth is going to suffer. We're not going to have enough money to sign other players. That's just the reality of it. And I'm not putting this all on Zach, but, he's the main guy. And you get the praise, you get the blame as well. Vooch has always been the target, but he's actually playing good lately. But let's see, man. I hope the Bulls get some heart, because I just don't see it. They're just not fun to watch. They're just not like the team that we witnessed in the beginning of the season, where it looks like they like each other. They like playing for one another, is completely gone. But let me know in the comments how you feel about this team. What should we do, you think? There's nothing we can do personal wise, but whatever it takes, man, to ignite the fire on these guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel if you're a Bulls fan. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.